Walter, whatever you and well, I guess
No, this
Kevin
is when you were doing your old puzzle thing. How's your old puzzle setup?
Oh yeah, it would have been Kevin.
Oh, but yeah, it's set to 7, but YouTube's like, no, we want 1080.
Oh.
So it should click in a second. It's now showing live.
Hooray!
It's not connecting. It's got excellent connection. We're back on.
Yay! We're back! Yay! Alright, you guys, I'm so sorry about that. Holy smokes, that took a little bit more effort than we thought of just the unplug, replug. Streamlabs was grumpy. What?
Because all you see is the light if you look this way. Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the other camera. Yeah, you're good, whatever.
You're okay?
Yeah, but just make sure it's that one.
Okay. 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. Woo! We're not used to this kind of setup. 2 cameras for the first time ever on this channel. Woo! And technical difficulties. Woo! Yeah, that's par for the course with me. I seem to break things sometimes even when I don't touch them. And as you guys can see, you did not miss any sorting. I tried very hard not to touch this while we were away doing our thing. And I succeeded. Woo! Pat on the backs for me. I was good. Ooh, yeah. Push these out of the way a little. I have not started my timer yet. It may be a little too small for you guys to see, but I will check in periodically to be like, throw the timer away. No time. To let you guys know where we're at if you can't see. And feel free to ask any questions and all that good stuff while we're doing it. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe because I will eat a bean time, and we already kicked it off with that hot bean. Yay! What a way to start. Actually, I think it was sriracha, not ghost pepper, because it really didn't light my mouth on fire as much as the other one. Anyways, it is time. 24 hours. So, I mean, like, now this might be closer to being done at 11 a.m. tomorrow. But that's all right. It's okay. You know, things happen. Yeah, and looking at this, I don't know. I'm feeling very confident, but we'll see. We will see. Here we go. I say that, and then I'm like, well, start. Woo! These pieces are very slippery. I hope they don't slide off this loose board at any point in time. That would be bad. Oh, and you guys, I'm super curious to see how long it's going to take me to sort this. Like when I was doing the 40,000 piece puzzles, that'd be the 4,000 pieces broken up into 10 different sections. It was taking me about an hour to sort 4,000 pieces. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens when you up that with another 1,000. In theory, it should only add about 10 minutes, because I'm normally about 5 minutes to sort a 500, 10 to sort 1,000, and so on and so forth. But you would think that would mean it'd take 40 minutes to sort a 4,000, and whether that was because I was sorting the film strip too or what, I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm also not sure how I feel about the strategy that I had going into this, because I'm sorting the edge pieces out like a traditional puzzle. I'm just second guessing. I'm like, now I'm gonna have to go back to this giant pile of pieces right shortly and pick out all the sky. Still good quality and all that?
Sure. I'm just trying to figure out better settings. Or I think the quality still there was still like out. It's still laggy a little bit. But and it also picked up the. I gotta change the thumbnail because it's the.
Oh jeez.
One shot like.
It's lost a 0 there.
log in, trying to do a couple things at the same time.
And you miss your dual monitors.
A little bit.
Whereas I've never had dual monitors, so I don't know what I'm missing. The technology didn't fight back too much for everyone. Don't know if I feel like I'm pulling enough edge pieces or not. It's very hard when you're not used to this scale of puzzle to know, oh yeah, I feel like I'm pulling enough. I could be pulling a Casey.
Not enough pieces?
Mm-hmm. But I know how to move on with my life.
I can't.
I know it bothers you. Like, I could really tell when you don't pull all the edge pieces, it's like a dog with a bone. You absolutely have to. Wouldn't that be mean if I one day gave you a puzzle and took one edge piece out? Would you just be stuck forever?
I would be. Yeah, they're saying your productivity is 100% up with the second monitor.
Yay! That's good.
Just don't let the stream help. It's gonna figure out why the settings are causing it to be so laggy. Change the output to 720.
Maybe it's just Streamlabs. I always had problems with Streamlabs on
Well,
my
honestly,
computer.
sometimes just OBS is the best because it's the stripped down. Streamlabs is taking OBS and adding a bunch of other guts to it or stuff to it.
And that's making the computer go, ah!
Too much stuff.
Too many things.
See, and I don't like that. You can't change these settings while you're live, whereas OBS is like, yeah, go ahead, change your settings. We don't care. So I'd have to stop it to just change the setting.
Could you imagine? That would be so much stop, start, stop, start.
Well, that's what I mean. Like to improve this, I might have to stop it again.
What, really?
Well, it won't let me in OBS. It won't let you.
Oh, you're using OBS.
Or in Streamlabs, it won't let you change the setting.
Oh, you said that backwards then, I think, or I understood it
But
backwards.
OBS is like, whatever, just change it. And it will flip it as you're doing it. But Streamlabs is like...
Grumpy.
Won't let you change. I can't click on anything. This is definitely like...
Can I make the suggestion then?
What?
Just use the PC. Get that set up, let that be as it is. And just be careful because I got that puzzle on the floor in there. The ever-present puzzle that really needs to go away.
I think that's what's gonna...
Using the PC?
Well, we didn't have any problems when we were using that.
Yeah.
There was no problems with that.
Well, it's better quality. It's designed to do more. Everything going all right? Yes, no kitties in the bedroom. They leave hair everywhere. Make it go hachoo, hachoo. So much effort. They're gonna see you walking in with all this stuff like, what the heck is going on?
Why does it need 3 computers?
What are they doing? Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I don't know what the state of that power bar is over there. With all my many cords.
Oh, that's disgusting. Disgusting.
I can't. What do people do with cords? They just get everywhere.
Well, they don't do this.
Shove it in one of the holes and forget about it?
Kind of, but still, they don't do this.
Well, that is what I've done. I shove it in one of the holes and I forget about it.
It's a literal rat's nest of just.
Well, they get all tangly.
They can not be tangled.
I don't understand the magic.
God.
I wish you guys could see it. If you need to make the Wii cords go away, you can.
That makes all the cords go away.
Well, it's impossible to be completely cordless. You do need power somehow. Oh, I think I've blown his mind a little bit, you guys.
Blow my mind.
Did you have to just walk away?
Well, I'm gonna get the computer, but it's just, I don't. How?
I don't know. I plug them in and I forget about it.
Oh, you can plug them in, but they're all tangled together.
Well,
They don't have to be tangled.
sure, but I move around a lot.
That's fine. You're right, only one.
Well, that's how they get like that. Like I just at
No,
this
they're
point.
like knotted together.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you. That just happens.
It doesn't happen.
Cords are terrible. Clearly it does. We're here.
It only happens if you do it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. There's magic afoot.
There's no magic.
So sorry. One of these days I'll fix that. Just not today.
Oh, I'll fix it.
Oh, will you now?
Drives me nuts.
That's alright. You don't have to live here. It only has to make sense to me. I notice you're not disagreeing.
Yeah, the be back on it right now.
On the...
Yeah, I must have.
Oh no! Why did that happen?
Well,
Now they missed stuff. I'm sorry, guys.
they could hear everything, but just couldn't see anything.
Oh no!
What a disaster!
Hey, it's not that bad. Once it's 24 hours. If the first hour is a little glitchy, you know. At least they have, like, we're getting all the glitches out before we get to the super exciting stuff. And we're only at 15 minutes in, so, like, thankfully they haven't, like, I know you guys wanted to see the sorting. I am really sorry about that. Apparently, Streamlabs is fighting back.
So we don't know what we're doing.
Oh, you put it in the comments so that people know?
So we can,
Yes, but this time there will be it'll be hopefully instant, you guys, because he's going to get my other computer set up and good to go and all that with all the settings and all that lovely jazz, so that it really will just be an unplug and go. Because, like, I'm given to understand this is lagging a little bit, but at least that, you know, you guys can still see and hear and all that for the time being. I didn't know technology could fight back so much. I thought it would just be so simple and plug in and play and go.
It can be. It needs the proper settings.
Oh. Grr technology.
Yeah, the Streamlabs, I look at it as, it's got a warning that it's losing frames.
Oh no. Alright, well hopefully we don't have any problems with the PC. It's a better quality computer. Like, I mean, the computer that we switched to right now is an actual computer. He was using this tablet thingy before. So, that's an upgrade. And this is a PC that's designed for more. So, let's hope that solves the issue. And if not, let me see. I
just clicked it again. I ended it, started. Hopefully it clicks back in. Yeah, because all I see is like, yeah, now it popped up. Now it's on. Now I can see it. And that was the minute I clicked it. It popped right up. So.
That's weird. Let me.
They can hear you fine. I just can't see you.
3 people watching. Yeah. Oh yeah. I can see that.
Now, yeah, but before it was just like that. Be back. That. I don't want to stream labs with OBS.
Okay, good. That's good. Timer, restart. I better not forget that. I can see myself forgetting that if I take a break or something at some point. Whew. And thank you guys for the feedback. Like, that would be really alarming if, like, 3 hours it was... By the way, we couldn't see all this time. So it's much appreciated that you're keeping us in the loop, because it's, like you said, he could see it like it was running just fine, but for whatever reason... The technology hates us. We're going back to like the wheel of torture theory. It just don't like us. And my board is full. My concern is that I've not really split these evenly, and I've made one board very top heavy, and I'm going to be sorting through it forever and a day after this. Okay, second board. Whew. You're typing so aggressively. Or maybe it's just my imagination, but I can almost feel the frustration with technology radiating off of you.
It's like, it's just taking forever, so come on.
So sorry. It gets better after a while, I promise. I would give you my credit card again if we were allowed to go to the store and just buy these things. Be like, here, make it. You get whatever the parts you need to make it better. But current state of world affairs makes things a little difficult. Yeah, you guys, it's so hard to tell based on how many pieces I have on the board over there and how many pieces are still in my giant pile. I don't know. I'm at 23 minutes, and in theory, this should take 50 if I'm on par with regular. But I'd add the extra 10 minutes in because normally I shove the pieces off to the side. Here I gotta actually like lift them up and put them in the tray. But yeah, I don't know if, I guess we'll see. We'll see if I'm on par or take extra. And hopefully I don't accidentally flip a board at any given point in time, because that would be really, really, really depressing. For instance, when I'm climbing off and on the table. Which I can't wait for you guys to see. That's something that I had to do during the big puzzle because it was just simply too big. I could not reach it, and I had to actually climb and sit on the table. I'm told it was really funny, and you're going to get to see that now.
They're saying that the lag isn't as bad. It's almost real time now.
Hey, that's good. Yay, we're getting better. There's improvement. Are you still going to switch the computer?
Yep, uh-huh.
Yeah, oh. You're one of those 100%ers.
Curious, what's the red thing that you're using?
Oh, this guy? Actually, this is one of my gifts from Ravensburger. So after I completed their Memorable Moments Disney puzzle, they sent me a couple of gifts like the sorting trays that I showed you guys earlier. And this is their Mickey Mouse roll-up puzzle mat thingy. So what I've actually got under here is the door for my old puzzle table that it wasn't used to my level of aggressive puzzling, and it kind of went kaboom! And there's a hole in it, so I was running around and like, what do I use? Like, all the pieces are gonna fall out. Oh no. And then we found the roll-up puzzle mat. Oh, solution! Yeah, it's really cool. Like, I don't think I can show you guys. Well, maybe I have enough slack to show you guys. Mustn't upset the pieces. Like, it's got this cool little Mickey Mouse pattern on it. I actually think it's really cool. It's supposed to hold 1,000 pieces or more. Oh dear. I'm making a mess. Things are happening.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just a little choppy. But again, I wish that I could go into the settings and just change it, but Streamlabs just won't, like while you're live, it won't let you change settings.
It's saying no. Stubborn cow. The grass may not be as hard as originally expected. I mean, it's hard to tell again without actually being in the moment doing it. But sorting the pieces here, it seems like they're very clear. I found with the other large puzzle, you could almost tell it was blown up, if that makes sense. Like when you blow up a picture and it gets a little bit distorted. Like the characters were very clear and the background was a little hazy, which I think was intentional, just to make them really pop. But in this, everything's super clear, and I kind of wonder if that's going to play a factor in reducing time. It'd be interesting.
Do you want to see if it improves with only one camera?
They want to, or you want to?
Well, they're saying that. Because you've done that before, though, have you not?
What?
With your other puzzle? I thought you had two puzzles. I thought you had two cameras on one time before. The webcam kind of. I could have sworn one time you had it two cameras when you were doing your Twitch things before.
Was that maybe the first attempt at the big puzzle? Because Kevin would have set that up.
No. When you were doing them on Fridays.
Oh.
When you were doing the puzzles yourself.
Well, there would have been the webcam built into that computer and the actual webcam. I never actually used both at the same time that I know of.
I could have sworn that you did, though. I could have sworn that some of the other ones you had.
No. Not on purpose, anyways. Whatever the heck it was doing without my knowledge, that's another story entirely, but I don't think I ever did that. Yeah, I almost threw an edge piece into the pile. That would have been bad news bears. Could you imagine having to go through 5,000 pieces to find one edge piece? Would you really do that? Seriously, if you were doing a puzzle, would you actually dig through all these pieces to find the one edge piece?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say. Ooh. At a certain point, my gosh. Do you know how much time that would take? That'd be just about impossible. You need a ton of sorting trays. Did the computer get better?
Oh, it's updating a bunch of stuff.
That's possible too. I'm very negligent at remembering to do the updates.
Well, it wants to. It's the same thing for if I don't use the software for a while. Next time you open it up, it's a must update. Streamlabs is notorious for that, and even when I'm trying to load up OBS, it wants to load up Streamlabs.
I can't imagine actually sitting here and breaking this down into sections right off the hop. I would go insane. Like, even sorting this many pieces, I'm like, okay, can I start the edge yet? Is it there? Is it time? The end? No more pieces? Hey, we've officially passed the half an hour mark. 31 minutes. That's decent progress, I think, all things considered. I can feel the sticky humidity of the day in here.
Yeah, so took the one camera off, took the camera off, but it didn't improve anything. So I put the other camera back on. And it's just a little bit of lag.
Hey, that's good. Maybe it just needed its coffee too. It's wakey wakey. It's like, now, too early. Edge pieces are now getting exceptionally in the way. So very ghetto.
So you're watching right
Oh, that's sweet. Oh my goodness, that's exciting. This is fun.
now.
I mean, it's probably not fun for you at this stage, but... And it is in the comments that if they, so that when they come in, they know if they subscribe, they,
I
to bean,
will-
right?
Yes, I will.
You're trying to get out of eating hot beans!
I'm trying to get this set up.
Sure! Oh, I see how it is. Okay.
You seem so fast at sorting. Do you have any advice?
Well, I guess it depends on how you like to sort your puzzles. Like I was saying earlier, I know some people really, really, really like to break it down by color or section or whatever makes sense to them. For the most part, I pretty much just toss everything away and forget about it, except for the edge pieces. That's always, since day one, pretty much been my go-to. Unless, of course, the puzzle doesn't have an edge. You can occasionally get ones like that. I really try to... I guess my mind can kind of compartmentalize the puzzle almost. Like I can think of it as I'm just going to pull the edge pieces and more or less forget all these other pieces exist in the middle. So yeah, I just I don't concern myself with what I see if it's like a regular piece like that. I just, nope, not edge, go away. Nope, not edge, go away. And then I kind of implement the same strategy going forward. Like the next bit I'm going to work on, I think, is going to be the sky. So I'll pull all those guys and more or less just not spend my time thinking about the other pieces, if that makes sense. So that'd be my advice, I'd say. Try to break the puzzle into smaller puzzles in your mind. So that way you're never really working on a 1,000-piece puzzle. You're working on like 2 500-piece puzzles or like 4 250s or something like that. And it always, always, always gets easier as there's less pieces.
Teresa says, I know you got this.
Thanks, Teresa. I might come in around the hour mark based on how many pieces I got left in the flippy pile.
I don't really see much of a leg now.
Hey.
It seems pretty. I don't want to swap it. Because then if they actually shut it right down again and start it up again,
Right.
I'd rather just let it. There doesn't seem to be any. I think sometimes the computers have to kind of just.
It had a sleepy start.
Well, that and it realizes there's not a lot of motion going on.
Mhm.
That's a lot of rendering. Every time you move, it's got to compress that. But there's really not much. There's nothing going on in the background. It's it's very static.
Mhm. Yes, I don't have a parade going on behind me with some balloons and elephants and all kinds of good stuff. Well, that's good then. Yay! Happy ending. That was a lot of effort on your part, though, to get the computer set
Well,
up.
I could switch it over, but I don't.
Alright.
I don't want to start. I don't want to stop it.
No, I truthfully, I really didn't want to stop it another time anyways, either, because that really, anyone that's logged in, like, even if they're just leaving it on a second monitor or something, that's, then they gotta go in and swap it.
Well, they have to click back into it again. And
Yeah. That's a sucky inconvenience if we don't have to do that to them.
there's 9 people watching right now.
Holy crap, that's sweet. I think that's more than we ever got at the most during Twitch,
Yeah,
except
that
for the
is.
last day. Note to self, YouTube is a better platform for this than Twitch. Twitch don't work for puzzle streamers, if anyone's ever thinking of trying to do that.
So what am I putting? You want me to say something? You want me to put information up?
Yes, the bean
I will do this
challenge.
because this will make it a lot easier for me. Like, I'll let that just stream. I'll just use this to.
Oh, well, there you go. Sure.
This is my-
Hey, it's like you have your 2 monitors, but you don't.
Yes.
Is that why you're doing it? Kind of.
Well, it just I can.
Be honest
I
now.
can, well, no, I can read it better than I can read it there.
Oh. They can hear you, right?
They can hear me. That's why I grabbed that.
Oh,
Because
okay.
It's a.
Okie doke. I just, because I remember you saying the other day, it's like I'm talking to a ghost or something. When...
No,
Okay.
so I ordered. And what sucks, I bought that one online, and the minute I was done my bill to go pick it up at Best Buy, it's like it dropped in price. I'm like, are you kidding me? It dropped the minute I
Oh,
hit buy. It
that's
dropped.
so rude.
Because I bought it at it was late at night, it was like midnight
Yeah.
or something like that. So their online store must have switched over on Friday to the new pricing. I was
Yeah,
like,
their flyer dropped or something,
so
and
I
there
went to
you
pick it
go.
up, and then when you go to pick it up, well, you picked up your Switch or whatever, but you have to put all this information in and say, any notes? I'm like, yeah. Can I get the new price?
Oh.
The guy comes out, yeah, I saw your note. You have to call for them to adjust the price. Like, don't worry, I will. And what sucks is that Amazon had the same icon. Had I bought it earlier in the week when I wanted to, when I should have, it's half price.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, whatever. This will work better because it will pick me up now too.
Yeah. And then it's not like I'm talking to a ghost. People like,
But when I
"What?"
edit it, I was like, there's commentary that's good. I want to keep it in the video, but I've set something up for you to comment on, or
Yeah.
you comment and I have a reply,
Yeah.
but you can't hear it. So this, like, well, why should I keep that in the video? No one can
understand. It's
understand
just
the
be like, what?
conversation. No, you said you wanted me to put some. I have to do. I'm putting in there that I have to. If we get 115 subs, I gotta eat 3 hot beans or something. Is
Well,
what-
that and that for every sub we get during the stream, I'll eat a bean.
Okay.
Yeah. And I thought it was just straight 15 subs. Not that we reach 115.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, maybe a number goal would be better because then people will know where we sit at.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go for around 120.
For every new sub, Max will eat a mystery bean. And when we hit 115.
Yeah, let's go with 120. Make it a round number.
Okay.
I like round numbers.
Subs. Maxine will also eat.
And no, Casey will eat hot beans. Max has already eaten hot beans.
Thanks for the 100 subs. Let's see if I can do this 5,000 piece puzzle in 24 hours for every new sub, Max. Max will eat a mystery bean.
Yes.
And when we hit 120 subs, Casey will eat 3 hot beans.
Yeah. Okay, I was a little concerned I wasn't pulling enough edge pieces, but now that I'm looking at my edge piece pile, I'm feeling a little bit better about myself.
Does your lamp help you a lot from Teresa?
Very much so, yes. Like, I've always found that lighting is everything, and for whatever reason, I find it most helpful when it's on my right side. I seem to get the least glare that way. But yeah, I've always found if there's not enough light, forget it. You're screwed. Makes everything way harder. What?
We should do a sub giveaway. Like, for people that are sub, not just who sub today, like for previous subs and everything. And we can send them their very own bag of the hot
Oh
beans.
God.
Congratulations. Yeah, and then you get sued, like,
Yeah.
you gave me a heart attack.
Yeah. I breathe fire now. What did you do to me?
Okay, that time.
Okay, because you can nap whenever you want during this. I have to stay alert. And hopped up on coffee.
What time is it? Almost 12. You've had some form of a breakfast.
Yes.
But it's too early, I would think, for, you're not hungry yet for lunch or anything.
God, no. I might not even eat lunch.
The biggest one Teresa's done is 2,000 pieces.
Oh, that's awesome. What brand?
So there's a delay, but not as much leg now. The leg seems pretty.
Manageable.
Doesn't seem like there's not much, but there's always gonna be a delay when you stream something, anyways.
Yeah.
From the time you.
Because it can't be real time. The computer's gotta do its magic, and it's real time without being real time.
Kitty fur got in my gum. It was a Disney puzzle. And she thinks she might have to get a lamp too.
Oh, you try it without a lamp? Do you have like a fairly well-lit area that you do them in?
She uses a ceiling light. It doesn't help at all.
No, see, that's the issue that I think we're going to run into with that ceiling light over there. We were going to get it hooked up to a dimmer, but we kind of forgot, and I'm concerned that when I start working over there, I'm going to be like, so much glare. No, I definitely don't. Ceiling light, no good. Lamp, much better.
I mean, we might be able to just unscrew the one closest to us, and that might help with the glare.
I mean, it's worth a shot. And also, well, I don't know, because it's... I guess we can even try turning it off depending on the time of day that I get to it.
Well, that's the thing, like it's...
Daylight.
As long as the daylight stays, it should stay bright till 8 or 9 or so.
It might be okay.
And then...
I can't see myself working on the sky until 8 or 9. Ooh, I hope not anyways. Ooh.
Oh, Jennifer's like, I just jumped in, what did I miss?
Hey, Jen. Well, we had some interesting technical difficulties at the start.
No, she meant like from the laughing. She caught it just as you were laughing.
Oh, okay. Well, it won't do it justice to say it after the fact because of the tone that he used and the sad expression he had on his face. But my cat is a very long-haired, sheddy fluff ball, and Casey just randomly says, "Oh, kitty hair got in my gum," and for some reason that was hilarious to me.
Danny's like, we bought a studio light for photos. It was really great.
Oh yeah, I've used one of those before too. They do help a lot. And it's really nice that it just kind of reflects the light onto you and it makes everything way more visible. That's a good call.
Yeah, there's way more people on this than Twitch.
That's impressive.
Considering that you were sharing that on Facebook all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if Kevin were to switch and then all of a sudden, like it was a huge,
Yeah, I don't think I was fair to myself. I feel like there's way more pieces on this platform than there are on the other ones. Oh dear. Oh dear.
She's like, oh, too funny. Yeah, the same thing here with doggy hair. It was just that I was just sat down, things were set up, and I started chewing the gum again, and I could feel his hair in it. I was like, kitty hair in my gum.
Oh god. You're gonna have to do something like that again when I get really sleep deprived and everything's hilarious, that'll keep me awake.
I meant to go set up Spotify as well, so there'd be some music as well.
Oh, right, like we had last time.
I don't know how, like, as long as it's the copyright
Free stuff, it shouldn't
it should be
be.
no problem, but I don't want to put on stuff on the TV and then YouTube be like, no.
Mm-hmm. None of
The only
that.
thing is they won't shut it down, or they'll just you can't
Demonetize it.
I'm like, we're not there anyway.
Yeah, so what does it matter?
And it's so far off. It's one of those things where it's not like people are gonna go back and rewatch 24 hours of you putting this supposedly up.
Yeah. Because realistically, even if it was was monetized, you'd get the most out of right now, present time, not the video.
Like a year from now, like, oh, I wonder what her other posts are. Oh, a 24-hour one.
Yeah.
Let me just sit down for 24 hours and watch this.
Let me watch that one versus the 20-minute one. I have 24 hours to kill, sure. I mean, I guess if they keep us all in this playpen and at home all the time, then it's a very real possibility if people get bored enough, but
Sure. I watched everything on Netflix.
I should really hope a year from now that's not the case, but... God, this is like Peace Mountain. I am definitely going to come in under the hour mark, though, guys. I'm at 51 minutes now, and just this little bit left. Ah, yay!
I'm definitely going to try to share this right
Oh, that it's live?
now.
Mm-hmm.
On the Facebook feed.
Yeah, I don't know why it's acting up like that, and it won't let me post.
I can do it on the page.
I don't understand why I can't. I don't know what setting would have changed that... Because it used to offer me the drop-down if I wanted to post to my personal or...
Let's give me, I can do mine, the groups, or the page.
That's so weird. I wonder what I did. I am super excited for this part, you guys. Like, almost more excited than I am to start filling in the actual puzzle. Because once the edge is done, you guys are kind of going to get a good view as to what it is we're actually working with in terms of size here. Because I can say it's as big as this board all day, but it's quite another thing to see it.
Put it up on the page.
Yay, thank y'all.
And I also put in the fact that it's you'll eat a beef for every you sub,
Woo!
and then three hot beans if you get to 120 for you to eat.
No, for you to eat.
You are stuck. I can put whatever I want right down.
You didn't.
Didn't I?
No, I'm sure you were honest. And
Was
it's all right, because I'll just force feed them down your throat if that's what this comes to. That's still an option here, regardless of what you've written.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah. Don't you worry.
Yeah, there's like it looks like it's losing like a frame or something, but it's not.
Nothing
It's not
terrible.
It's fine. Again, when it has to stream something, it's looking at everything that's in the frame, and it realizes everything's static. There's no, you've got arms moving, that's it.
Mm-hmm. these weird things that just look so strange.
Dan's asking, is the table really that big, or is it MDF, or something on it?
The table's a fair size. Like it's, the table stops right about here, and actually right about here, if you can see that. And that's where the table ends there. And this is just a piece of hardboard on top of it that we had cut to. I think it's 4x6. Is that right?
4x6.
4x6 when we were doing the big Disney puzzle to give me a little more workspace. And we would have made another larger one, but we didn't quite think this puzzle would be so big when we ordered it. So I've sacrificed my dining table for this. Not that I really used it for dining. Does anyone really? No? I think most people just eat in front of the TV at this point. Dining tables are like stuffed tables. Or I better actually. Alrighty, guys, that took me 56 minutes to sort. Holy smokes. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Ah, pieces falling. Tragedy. One piece, not pieces. Just one. Phew.
I'm surprised that you did it in under an hour.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I am and I'm not. Like, I thought it would take longer for the fact that I have to actually pick the pieces up and put them on the board and kind of try to keep them flipped up. Here we go. Actual true work. I'm so excited to show you guys just how big this thing is, provided I didn't forget like half the edge pieces. Who really knows at this point? That's a surprise to everyone.
They use a foam core there for their board, for their puzzles.
That's actually a really good choice. As long as it's thick enough, you shouldn't have any problems. And then, like, it's easy enough to get your hands on that it's not costing you an arm and a leg. Because I will say that this hardboard was a little bit expensive.
Dan's like, yes, you did it.
Yes! Yes, success! The first success of the day. Now I'm struggling with where do I want to start. Do I want to try and do the grass first, or do I want to do like the sky edge pieces, or...
This is going to be a big puzzle.
Right? Look at it. That's what my struggle is. I'm like, I'm going to have to climb on the table, but I'm like, at what point is that better? Should I start with the edge pieces that are actually close to me, or should I do the far away? In all honesty, I'm really undecided.
Teresa's saying you rock, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's not that much of a delay on this.
That's good.
Just want to make sure everything is plugged in. I just was thinking, oh shit, is the laptop, did the plug uncount? Like, this happened one time when we were doing one of the puzzles before.
That the clumsy one unplugged.
Well, no, unplug that. No, when you were just doing like the YouTube puzzle, and I charged my phone or something, and I put the laptop plug back in.
Yeah.
But it didn't go all the way in.
Oh.
And then we lost part of the stream, so the kind of I think you redid the puzzle. I think.
Oh no, that was the time that I forgot to
We did the
turn
timer,
the timer on.
but there was one where it also did it didn't record all of it.
Oh.
It stopped. And I think you redid that puzzle too or something. I don't know.
I think we only ever actually redid one
Because
puzzle.
we were like looking at the time, it's like I could see, and it's like, oh, it stopped like 20 minutes ago. Let's just add 20 minutes to the time or something.
Yeah, that was the time that I redid the puzzle because I forgot to turn the timer on.
Well, there was one time when it just stopped recording because it was frozen.
Oh, we might have
It
noticed
didn't click in. All that. So I wanted to make sure the laptop was showing plugged in versus battery, and all of a sudden.
Pew! Yeah, I'm not redoing this puzzle. Just saying. Like maybe someday in the future, but not like today. I'm not taking this apart and being like, okay, that's fun. I got halfway through, but let's start over. And 24 hours without sleep turns into 48.
Well, I mean, that was
Like a cruel, cruel magic trick.
kind of the goal for this weekend anyways, though.
Sure.
It was going to
But,
be Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, next Saturday.
sure, but that was when we thought we were going to be able to get our hands on an even bigger puzzle.
Bigger puzzle. Oh yeah, I'll give him I will step out for a second. So they're not hearing the conversation. I'll I'm the bathroom too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call the puzzle guy.
Yeah. You might actually come to me having to call Scotia and get them to reverse that. And just get it off Amazon. Like if I can't get in touch with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause that's not cool. Ho hum. Alright. This is a lot of edge pieces for one row. Like, my mind's a little bit blown. Because even with the Disney puzzle, I wasn't really playing with that many edge pieces. Because you only really got one or two true sides. This is like... Oh, you can really tell. My god. What have I done? Now what have I gotten myself into?
So his voicemail's full.
Hmm.
Full voicemail.
Happens when you don't return your messages.
Man, I could always play the Switch. Doesn't like Mario Kart.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yesterday, I won't get too much, but I was at the bank yesterday. Had my appointment and had my paperwork and went in and pulled stuff up. They couldn't find my car loan anywhere. I go, it's with you guys. It's with you.
You could have told them, well, if you can't find it, I guess that means it's all paid off and we're square.
So they like, she kept looking, like, I can't find it. I go, let me try to find it, but I couldn't get. Her little office was in the back corner, and I was getting like 0 reception.
Oh.
I go, I cannot get anything. I can't seem to log in. I go, do you have Wi-Fi? Like, no. I'm like, can I step outside? Yeah, sure, go ahead. So I step outside. There's a lineup of people waiting to get in. Because
What?
they said someone checked your credit. Oh. It's funny how fast you can lose a couple points when someone checks your credit. I get notifications and stuff like that and say, wow, oh yeah.
I don't bank on my phone, so I don't. I actually can't check my own credit, I don't think. I'd have to get the app. At least that's what the lady was saying. When
Well, my Scotia's built in.
Hmm.
They have it built into the thing, but I also use Credit Karma as well.
Hmm.
This is just the app, but Credit Karma was the one that showed me that there was a inquiry, but it looked like someone was checking into my
Mhm.
credit. Like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's always the strangest thing to me. I'll never understand why you lose points on your credit when you check it. Like, you're just checking it. You're not taking it.
It is weird. So you can do a soft hit, which doesn't come off your thing, but it's not that you're checking it. You're applying for credit. That's what's happening. So they have to.
Sure, but still, that seems rude.
Because what happens is people will apply to different, and then like, hey, you got like.
Terrible credit now. Good job.
Well, trying to get money anywhere. You're desperate for money, so you're applying to different places, and to the point where like you can't keep doing this. You can't have a high score
Yeah.
and keep trying everywhere. So we're gonna take a couple points every time you do it.
I guess that makes sense.
And that's like sometimes they would see, we would have someone go in and apply for a car and didn't like the rate, so they started going around and around and around, and then they came back like, we'll go with your rate. I'm like, oh, okay, so our rate was low enough. And then they go check the score again, so you have to go reapply or whatever, if it's been more than a week or 2 weeks or whatever. So you go try and like, well, your score's dropped down because you just looked at 8 different places. That was 8 hits. You're only allowed like 8 hits in a year, not 8 in a week. So now you have a new rate. Like, what? What's the new rate? Well, now you're gonna be
really unhappy.
Well, we were just like, yeah, we know you were just here, but
Nothing we can do. Talk to the credit bureau.
But no. So I bring my paperwork. They can't find my loan. So I'm like, okay. So then I just call when I get home. They give me the account number. So I forward that to her, email it to her, and they were. You could slide your credit card to a line of credit with no hit at all, nothing. They can just put it to a line of credit. So she was gonna flip my Visa to a line of credit, and then the remainder that was on my Visa was gonna flip to the car. Like she was gonna blend my car and my credit card together as well known. So then I'd have this line of credit, but it was pretty seamless, pretty easy. But a line of credit is a way better rate than a credit card does, for sure.
Especially a credit card that earns you points. You gotta be really careful with those ones.
I'm definitely gonna have to put up some music in the background.
Why, is it really dead quiet?
Well, no, but I mean, again, this isn't a 2-hour puzzle we're doing live. This is a 24. Like,
Yeah.
we can only talk for
So long.
a long time, or if we do have a conversation that's not meant to be public yet, then I'll have to flip it over to the music or something. And just want to log into my banking. Because certain things were supposed to take effect after. She's added a lot of credit in, so it's in there. But they're closed today, so by the time all that paperwork was sent, I don't imagine she'll get back to it till Tuesday now. So why do you ask me for a password? I have fingerprint carrying this better. That way better. funny, like the credit things, one showed one score, one shows a different score, but they're the same. There's three main ones, two really main ones, and some of them give you your score differently than they look at different criteria
Mm-hmm.
of how they give you a score. So lending places might look at one company, one might look at a second company, or one company might look at both companies and then do a blended score to give you your rate.
Mm-hmm.
The Credit Karma showed a dip already, but Scotia didn't. But they're both getting their information from the same credit bureau, so I wonder how one showed a dip and not another. You would think Scotia would be right on top of things since they were the ones who did the inquiry. Yeah, it shows that I had an inquiry.
Sucky. I don't want to push that away without. There we go. Okay. Okay, feel a little bit better about that.
Scotia. Oh, they just did it today.
Hmm.
So who's at the bank today? Because I'm closed. My branch is closed on Saturday.
Yeah, that really sucks that because we're locked down, they're closed on Saturdays. So I would have liked a Saturday appointment, but oh well, those are the times we live in. I like my schedule. It makes having appointments impossible.
So if I could have a Sunday Monday schedule, I would be much happier. Sunday Monday, and even if way the rotator schedule,
Yeah.
as far as closing, opening, whatever, just make them 1 week is purely closing, 1 week is purely mids, 1 week is purely
Mm-hmm.
opens instead of this whole
Yeah.
over the map thing. I went to right after I picked up the microphone, like, oh, I need groceries. Like, oh well, No Frills is right there. I'll just go to No Frills.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's different things, and they definitely had all the bulk candy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, this is like, cause I think if you get a vendor's account or something, you get a little bit cheaper. You get like a wholesale price or something. Because I'm doing the price of it, like how much it is for a case of chocolate bars or whatever. Like, if you sell them for $1, you're not even making a penny off of it. They sell for a box of 24 sells for $24. Like, well, then you got to charge $1.50 a chocolate bar, or it's just hard to compete with Walmart or whatever. When if you go through the checkout, they're $1 or 88 cents or 98 cents. So they're meant for grocery stores or convenience store, to buy in bulk and buy in wholesale. So you must have to get an account or something to be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I picked up. I was like, I need some freezies. Like, I don't have time to make this frozen.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be popsicles, and I was devouring popsicles all day last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so hot. How do you like the quality of this company?
They're okay. Like, the way they cut their pieces kind of reminds me of another company that I used to see a lot as a kid, but I can't remember what they're called at the moment. One thing I don't like is that on occasion, like, their pieces will just fit in anywhere. Like, is what the problem I'm having right now is that they look like they fit, but they don't.
Danny's saying that you're doing great so far. Jen's like, awesome sorting. And Teresa's like, do you live in Canada?
I do. We live in the Great White North. How's that song go where everybody's bored to death or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. Alright, well, this definitely hooks in somewhere. here that I'm just like not seeing where there's a bad connection.
I'd already be calling it a day. I wouldn't even have that much done yet. I wouldn't even have.
This? No, it's not the right shape. There's a bad connection in here somewhere. Oh, it might be this. Oh, so it is. It's so weird because they fit flush for the most part, and then there's that one spot where it doesn't. Interesting.
Teresa lives in Tennessee.
Oh, nice. I've always wanted to go to Tennessee. When we're allowed to travel again, there's a lot of states I'd like to take a peek at. All right, friends. We're getting real close to the edge where I am going to have to sit on this table. I hope you're all ready to see that because, like, apparently it makes people laugh. Like, you thought I was super weird the first time I did it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Well, I need
Or
to...
for this, you have to just purely for the reach of it.
Absolutely. Look at how big this thing is.
My fear is that you're going to be forgetting that the board doesn't support it all the way, and you're going to put your arm down on something for support, and then you're going to flip the whole thing over.
You know, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of afraid of that as well. What I'm also afraid of is that climbing down, I might forget where the pieces are and flip.
Well, I'm looking at the microphone sitting on the edge corner there, and it's bowing the board down, and that's a light mic. So my fear is that your hand will do the same thing, and then it will just
Well,
you'll go and the puzzle will go.
My hand shouldn't be enough once I'm on the table, should it? Because like the weight of me will
I'm afraid
counterbalance.
that you're gonna put your hand down for support,
Oh.
and you're gonna put pressure down, and then realize it's not there. The board will just kind of.
And then
You'll tumble with it.
I'll be up for a while because I'll probably have a concussion instead of because I need to do a puzzle. And not go to the hospital. The hospital is a scary place. I'm not good with doctors. I don't like that they can poke you with scary needles. But I'm a chicken, and I can admit it.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. I'm like a 3-year-old when it comes to getting needles. No! Get away from me! I wish I could say I was even embellishing or lying. I'm really not. I'm not. Like, it's not a pretty sight.
At some point, we should start asking people what other type of live things they should want to see.
Yes. I really have considered, and it was in one of those puzzle groups that I saw someone had moved, and they had a little accident with the moving company or the box or whatever, and their box of puzzles, like multiple ones, had flipped open on them, and they were left with this giant pile of pieces, and, you know, who knows how many puzzles, and I was like, that would be such a cool stream if we had the space to do it, like if I had enough boards that I could just work on in kind of like a circle or something. And to be like, here's this giant tote-worthy pile of random pieces that we mixed together, Max. What you gonna do?
I would be neat to see what you could, or just purely
Ooh.
put 3 or 4 puzzles together that are from the same series, so they have the same type of look.
Ah.
I was afraid that's like the same idea. It's like I need to figure out how to get the microphone close, but without. I need another tripod.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's. Oh, well, there's not as big as it said when we did the measurements.
Maybe the board is bigger than we thought. by a little
No,
bit?
well, it was no, because we cut it for 4x6 or 3x6.
I don't know what to tell you then. Maybe we measured wrong. That's okay.
Well, I'm glad because now there's.
Less worry about me flipping the table? Yes.
Well, now there's room at the because I was thinking like, oh, at some point there won't be room at the edge, and this like I was thinking I don't know how to get this mic anywhere but where it is.
We'll have to attach it to
Yes.
my head like a helmet or something.
It's 4 feet. Or maybe I give an extra 4 feet because it was three something per. By 6, 4x6.
So we're definitely gonna have to like turn off those lights or unscrew them or something.
Yeah.
They're already causing problems.
Are they?
Yeah. Hey Teresa, if you're still watching, I'm experiencing what you go through with your ceiling light. It's already causing problems, and I think it's the material that Educa uses for their puzzles, but it's definitely more reflective than a brand like Ravensburger or something. So the light reflected from the ceiling is causing one heck of a glare. Might not be the same exact issue for you guys, but like up close, whew. Bad news bears. Yeah, like when we get our setup, I think that'd be a pretty cool stream. Just to dump this giant random pile of pieces in front of me and be like, here.
Teresa was mentioning, I hope that doesn't happen, falling at the desk.
Oh.
And then I hate doctors too. And then Danny's like, I put all my puzzles in Ziploc bags.
Oh, I do the same thing. Not if they're in a box, but I do have a bunch of Ziploc baggy puzzles. Although I did learn the lesson the hard way. Your way is a very smart way to go because occasionally the box will open and accident. Alrighty. I don't know what to do with the box at this point. Timer might have to like go there.
Because you definitely need it to.
Okay, so I gotta be really careful with that edge of the table. Do not cause an accident on that edge of the table. Must be careful. Up I go, friends. We're revisiting the good old days. On the table, Max goes. Okay, where is... Okay. That's like where my base ends. What?
That's what I was waiting for
Don't
you.
have me done. No. Now you have me nervous. You've gotten in my head. Sure.
It was more so just because I thought it would go right to the very edge, and I was just afraid you put your hand and not realize that it's a foot of no support.
Yeah.
And
like if I try to crawl over there my whole self and because that's why I said like it shouldn't flip the table if I just put my hand.
I don't think it'll flip the table, but I think if from side to side there's nothing, but the edge here, it's this much.
Yeah.
I'm afraid they're gonna
and go woo.
way over.
Somersaults. Woo. I could finally be good at gymnastics.
Jen's like, well, that's why you have Casey there. I'll drop her off at the hospital, but I'm not staying. It's too long of a wait.
I'm not asking you to take me to the hospital in the first place, so that's good.
Well, if you have a concussion.
Oh well. They go away on their own, do they not?
Yeah, I guess they do.
That's what television teaches us. I might have to call in on Tuesday though if I'm still not right. Well, what happened to Max? Well, you see, I wanted to try this new sport called table flipping. It did not go over well. This sky, I'm saying right now, is gonna suck to do.
Should you just do it
Being
first?
I'm gonna. But being on the table this long is really gonna suck. Bro. It's different than doing one edge. It's like one large space.
And Teresa's like, this is why I hate ceiling lights.
Right? Like, they cause so much issue. Nasty creatures.
You got a little loggy there for a second.
Loggy?
Loggy, leggy.
Use proper words. Words. Words, words, words.
Jen was saying maybe at the cafe for your mixed totes.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. It's definitely an idea. Just to be like, here's some random puzzles. Oh. I see what my problem is.
That's what I'm waiting for.
What? Me to...
A long
oh.
reach words. You just need like, I can't quite reach, so I'm just put my hand down for more support. Badoosh.
Because I get so caught up in like, oh, that's where that goes.
Yeah. And then be like, oh, there she's down.
Puzzle all done.
Yeah.
Not quite in the way we all expected. I can't help it. I get so into it.
Yes, you do.
And if I see something, it's like, I have to try it.
Jen's like, I still loving the color of those walls.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to be different. I just can't have regular people things. That'd be too ordinary.
And Teresa's like, I'm gonna have to get a floor lamp.
Oh, 100%. Like, ceiling lamps are evil. Even just a cheap $20 one from Walmart or something does the trick. Like, I really didn't pay that much money for mine.
Try and add in music or something.
Shouldn't it just be like how we did the live before? And
Yeah, I've got Spotify on, and then I just desktop audio in the background. And then I don't need the heater. Alright, so this is running. There is a long delay from, like, when I'm watching it, you're still at the bottom of the border.
Holy crap, really?
You're not on the table yet. See,
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
you don't like hearing yourself.
I really don't like hearing myself now. Makes me very uncomfortable.
Like, I just wonder if how much of it when they ask a question in chat, are they getting the answer back?
In a decent time.
Like, is the audio and then it's the video that's going to be? So are they hearing?
I don't know.
Teresa said, so you padded 20 for yours? I don't know if that...
20 for mine. What?
I don't know if that...
I don't know.
Was the floor lamp.
Oh, yeah, I just paid like $20 for it or something, I think. I remember it really wasn't that much. Oh yeah, there's gotta be a delay in the audio because we've been talking about that for a while.
What's that mean? Like it's... Well, I can see you're not on the desk yet. But it's weird because on the studio thing, it's showing that you are. But when I watch it...
Have you... Like, can you scrub forwards? Is it maybe...
It is. That's what it was. It was... You could go back, so that's what it is. On my phone, I must have pushed my thumb and went back 10 minutes.
Ah,
So,
okay.
yeah, so now you are currently still...
Phew! Alright, I was gonna say, that's gonna get real confusing for people.
We're good now. I can see if the background music's on now.
Oh yeah, there's gotta be... I really don't like hearing myself.
I know.
Makes me so uncomfortable.
But I have to see if the music's too loud though. I don't want it to drown.
I know. No, like... What?
I don't know.
Well, it makes you... How are you not uncomfortable hearing your own voice?
Oh, I hate it. And I have to sit there and edit. I don't mean like, I hate hearing my voice so much. It's like, and I have to hear when the conversation's in, so I'm scrolling back and forth and hearing it, and hearing it, and hearing it. That's the point. Like,
Well, at least we know we're not narcissists.
I do really wish that you could change the settings on this.
Settings.
I wanna adjust the settings without having to stop it. Like, what a stupid thing, because what if you don't know you're gonna have issues until you've started.
Yeah.
And you might not have issues until 10-30 minutes in to a video. And so you gotta stop the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree. Whoever, someone didn't think that through all the way.
And so all they're doing is taking OBS and they're adding features to it. So they took away the feature to adjust.
Alright, there's that. Also, friends, what an uncomfortable position to sit in for any length of time. Just saying. We're having another one of those don't try this at home moments.
And then they don't even have like OBS has a like you can just pause it. It's like pause it, do something, you know, like. Whereas Streamlabs is like you either end it or you keep going.
One extreme to the next. You have no choice. I'm telling you, whoever made it did not think it through all the way to the end. It was one of those, that seems like a good idea at the time kind of people. And for whatever reason have not changed it since.
Looks uncomfortable.
Oh, exceptionally so. But you have to be able to see what you're doing. So, yeah, here we are. I tell you, after a long time, whew, it does not feel nice. We learned that during the Disney puzzle. But I am stubborn and very strong-willed. And at a certain point, I'm
It's
too
better
stubborn.
to get this stuff done now.
Yep, 100%. Just get it out of the way. Get it done.
Because you don't want to do this in hour 18.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. $12.37. Woo! Hooray! The edge is done. And I'm gonna get off the table and go to the washroom because coffee makes you pee. And then from there, I will work. Oh Jesus! It's already. It's like I'm drunk. Ooh, pause timer. And yeah, like from there I'm gonna work on the sky, guys, and get back on the table. Are you switching it to a viewer at back screen?
I'm going to.
Oh, dope.